So this video is looking at how to calculate percent increase or decrease. So often with prices, but also all kinds of different things, things will increase over time or things will decrease over time. And we can calculate the percent increase or decrease. So in this particular problem, due to a decreased supply and an increased demand, Winter Coat Brand is going to be increasing their price. And it's going from $120 to $160. And so we're being asked to figure out what percent increase this is. So the first thing that you have to remember is percent is always a portion over a total times 100. With percent increase or decrease, we have to think about that the portion is the amount we increased or decreased. So increased for a percent increase or decreased for a percent decrease. The total is going to be the original value. So in this case, it's money, but it might not always be money. And the other thing that's really important to think about with that one right here is that it's not always the biggest number and it's not always the smallest number. It depends on the question. If it was a percent increase, then the original value will be the smaller number. But if it's a percent decrease, the original value will actually be the bigger number. So if we kind of think about this, you want to think of this as a formula, if you will. Let's see if we can apply it to this particular problem. So we've increased from 120 to 160. So the first thing we have to figure out is how much did we increase by? So we increased by 40. Then we want to figure out, well, what's our original value? In this case, our original value is 120. So to get the percent increase, then all we're going to do is 40 divided by 120 and times that by 100. And when we do that, we're going to get 33.333%. So that means the price is increasing by 33 1/3%. So let's look at another problem, this one involving a decrease. So we have a car that we purchased, and then 3 years later, the price has gone down. This is very common with cars. So we're trying to figure out the percent decrease. So again, first thing we have to do is figure out how much did we decrease by. So we're going to figure out the difference between the prices. And then that becomes our portion. In this case, though, what was our original price? That's what goes on the bottom. And our original price was $25,000. And so now when I calculate that one, we're going to get 28%. So keeping in mind that it doesn't always have to be money. For example, let's just say if we were talking about, I don't know, in Ontario, they're talking about class sizes in classrooms. So we could say that our class sizes used to have 22 students in a class, and it's going to be moved to 28 students in a class. And what would the percent increase be? So again, the first step, figure out how much you go up or down by. So we're going up or down by 6, and then we divide that by the original number. And in this case, the original number was 22. And when we calculate that one, we're going to get 27.3%. And so that represents the percent increase. Again, it could be if it was a decrease, so say we had, I don't know, 35 people coming on a field trip one year, and that went down to 30 people the next year on the field trip. So we've decreased by 5 people. And then remember, bottom number is the original, not the biggest or smallest, but the original. So in this case, the original is 35. And then when we calculate that, we're going to get 14.3%. So that's how we can calculate percent increase and decrease.